All right, hello everyone. Good evening. How are we all doing today? Can you all hear me? If you can hear me, just kindly react to this meeting. Just drop a thumbs up so I can know you guys can hear me. All right, I can see you guys. You guys are welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. It's really nice to have you all here. Okay, I can see people are just joining us. You are all highly welcome. How are we all doing? How did our day go today? All right, I can see some reactions here. All right, all right. Um, so today we are not going to waste much of you guys' time. We're going to be going straight to the point, right? So I want you to pay attention very well, and also to get to a time where we're going to open the floor for you guys to ask questions. So make sure to stay um make sure to listen very well to this meeting because it's going to be like update on how the course is going and also how to get helps and all of that, right? All right, so I'm going to go ahead to share my screen right now. Let me know if you guys can see my screen very well. Okay. All right, you guys are welcome. I can see Abdullah, I can see Adebimpe, I can see Adeshino, Jones, Ayomide, Bamboni, Debere, Samuel, Greatness. You are all highly welcome. All right, so all right, so let me know if you guys can see my screen right now. If you can see my screen, just drop a thumbs up so I can know that, so I can proceed. All right, very good. Please do make sure to mute your mic in order not to disrupt um the meeting today. And also, all right, Akasimo are joining us. You are highly welcome, you all. Please, you came late. You are welcome. All right, so without any further ado, let's just get started with what we have today. All right, so more people are joining us. That would be, let me see. So let me just go ahead to control this on my other tab so I can admit more people that are joining us. All right. All right. So today we are going to be doing course sign up. Basically, what we're going to do today is we are going to give you guys the floor to ask question, and also we're going to drop update on how the course has been going during the week, so you guys are going to know if you are missing anything, how to also stay updated, and questions that you might want to have, that you might have for your facilitators. You're going to be able to ask everything today, so do make sure to pay attention to today's meeting. All right. So let me go ahead to introduce myself. Quickly, you all know me. If you don't, my name is Eniola David Ademola. Right, I'm a front-end engineer and a data scientist, and I am the head of tech here at Enochs Hub, and I'm the one that is going to be coordinating your courses for you. Right, so whatever course you are into, either be it data science, data analysis, web development, right, I'm the one that is going to be controlling everything for you. So in case you have any question, you can always do well to reach out to me. And before I proceed, also, I would like my colleagues to also go ahead to introduce themselves. So, Ayomide, are you there? So, for those that don't know Ayomide is the facilitator for web development. So, Ayomide, quickly, if you can hear me, kindly go ahead to unmute yourself and introduce yourself. Yeah.
Hi, good evening.
All right.
My
Good
name
evening,
is
Ayomide.
Ayode Adedeji. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right. So Ayomide Adedeji is your facilitator for web development. And for those that attended introduction to web development, I'm sure that you guys would have seen Ayomide before, right? You were there when he was giving you an intro to what web development is, and basically what you need to know in order to perform well in the course, right? So we also have some other facilitator here with us. We have Janet. Janet, are you there? Kindly unmute yourself and introduce yourself, please.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Janet.
I hope everybody's well. Good evening. So my name is Adeleke Jeanette. I am a pharmacist in training. I'm a data analyst, and I'll be the one taking a part of the data analysis class.
All right, thank you very much for that intro, Janet. So Janet is the one that's going to be taking you Power BI and Excel, right? So I know you all must have seen her when you were doing your introduction to data and data types. So that's Janet. Janet is going to be the one facilitating you for Excel and Power BI. So do make sure to always reach out to her if you have any question. All right, so last but not the least on my list is going to be Greatness, right? So Greatness is a data scientist, and she is the one that is going to be taking you SQL class. So Greatness, are you there? Kindly go ahead to introduce yourself, please. All right, Greatness, are you there? Okay. I'm not sure she can hear me, but I know with time she's going to come up and she's going to also come ahead to introduce herself. All right, so quickly before I go to my next slide, let's do something fun. I don't like the way this place is very, very silent. So quickly, I want all of us in just 5 seconds. I want us to just turn on our video and let's just see the people that we have here with us. So just turn on your video. I want to see people that are joining us for this particular meeting, just for 3 seconds. Quickly, let's do that. Quickly, let's do that. All right, very good. I can see someone is joining us from the cloud. All right. Very good. I can see Adebimpe. All right, you guys are doing well. Awesome, awesome, great. Yeah, even joining the meeting on the road. Okay, this is very, very interesting. Bamboni, well done, well done. All right, I can see additional also chilling in his house. Okay, that's great. Awesome, it's nice to have you. Okay, that's very good. So we can go ahead and turn off our camera now. So in the chat section, I want you to drop the particular community you are joining us from. So if you are joining from Philomath family in the chat, write Philomath family. If you are joining us from Enoch sub in the chat, go ahead to write Enoch sub. All right, Janet, also, if you can hear me, please kindly do well to turn on your mic and introduce yourself if you are back. All right, in the chat, I want us to type the community that you are joining this meeting from. All right. Okay, I can see Raphael from Philomath family. It will be from Kingsley. It will be Kingsley from Enoch sub. All right, very good, awesome, awesome. I can see Ob Obadino from Philomath all the way. All right, very good. Is it just three people we have here? Just four? Okay, I can see people. Peace Enoch sub, Samuel Enoch sub, Olani Philomath family, Amid Enoch sub, um, Samuel Enoch sub, and Jones Enoch sub. All right, very good. I know I've seen some of you guys during the live session class, especially Amid, always very, very active. And that's very awesome, guys. All right, we still have more people joining us. Elijah Enoch sub. All right, very good. So in order not to waste much of our time, let's go ahead to our slide, right? So we've done the introduction. Janet, sorry if you're there, kindly unmute your mic. Janet, are you there? Sorry, Greatness, are you there?
Yes, yes, I'm with you.
Okay, all right, very good. Please go ahead to introduce yourself. Yeah.
Okay, as I have said earlier, I am Adeleke Juliet,
Oh, sorry,
a
not Janet
student
now.
of.
Sorry, I mean Greatness. Sorry, Greatness.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, permit me, guys. Sorry.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi, Greatness.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, my name is Greatness Olabode, and I'm a data analyst. I'll be the SQL instructor for the class.
All right, nice to meet you, Greatness. So you guys have eight for Mark. Greatness is going to be the one covering the SQL class. So when we start SQL class and you have any question, please do well to reach out to her. She's always there to assist you guys. All right. So without wasting much of our time, let's go ahead to continue our class. Right. So let me just take this here in order not to. All right. So we've done the introductory part. Um, and which was a very interesting session. So let's go ahead to what we have next. So I'm just trying to toggle up because people are joining in, so I can admit them. Right. So please, whatever you do, we're going to be having meetings regularly, like I mentioned during the introductory class to data science and data analysis, and also when we add in the Enochs Up Tech class orientation, I mentioned that there was going to be regular meetings where we get to have one-on-one conversation with our students just to just to know how they are going with the course. And also, if they have any question during that meeting, they can go ahead to ask question. It's just like a stand-up meeting or a sprint meeting that's always done when you are doing your when you are working for a company, right? But this one is just basically going to be about us interacting with ourselves, and you can get to ask your facilitator questions also. All right, so quickly, I want you all to go ahead to use an emoji to describe how your first week was. Quickly, I want us to describe how our first week was. All right, I can see just thumbs up. Okay, so that means we are good to go, right? We are doing well. All right, all right, all right, all right. So far so good. I'm seeing Okay, I can see just one crying emoji. Adeshewa, what's up? All right, so don't worry, we are going to have time to also have one-on-one conversation, so you can get to share what is bothering you or whatever question you have when we are done with our meeting. All right. So quickly, they are going to be three different sessions, right? One is the live session, right? So this live session is just um classes that are going to be held live, right? So it's not pre-recorded, nothing is recorded, nothing is training premiere. It's going to be live, like one-on-one with your facilitator, right? Learning the class live, right? And basically, when you see a red icon, when a class link is dropped on your group, then just know that that's a live class, right? So that live class, when you are learning, you can ask your facilitator question on that live session, and they're going to get to answer you as they are coding along with you, right? So watch out for this button, that red circle. It signifies a live class, right? So the next one is also a yellow class. And once you see this yellow circle, right, just know that that class is a pre-recorded class, and the link is still going to be dropped at the same time where you have your normal class, 9 to 10. But basically, you can watch pre-recorded content whenever you like, because it's not live. You can watch it during your leisure time, right? So that's pre-recorded content, right? So now we also have the last one, which is going to be premiere, right? So what is premiere content? Premiere contents are premier classes are classes that we are going to be showing live, right? It's not a live class, but it's going to be premier live, right? So that way, once the class is going on, you can also get to ask question, right? It's a recorded class, so a new recorded class that is going to be shown live, right? But it's not like live session coding tutorial with your facilitator. It's just a live pre-recorded video that is posted for the first time, right? So when that class is being premiere, you can also go ahead to ask question when that class is being premiere, right? Your facilitator is going to be there with you answering your question in the comment section. All right. So if we get what I said, kindly go ahead to give this video a thumbs up. Let me see. So I can proceed to the next one. All right. All right. We are good to go. Okay. So these are the three types of classes that we have in Enochs Hub, right? So next is so I want you guys to tell me in the chat, if I drop a link like this, today's class schedule, topic, Python programming language, the dates and the time, what type of class is this? So I want you guys to drop the answer in the chat. What type of class is this? Is it a is it a premier class? Is it a pre-recorded class or what? Okay, live class. Awesome. Very good. I can see we are all following, right? So basically you have to watch out for that circle icon when the class link is dropped, right? All right. Since you guys got it, then we are good to continue. Okay. All right, so now where to get regular updates from, right? So this one is very, very important because some of you guys don't know where to get the class link from, right? Even though it's going to be dropped in your community, but let me just show you the different ways you can get to see your updates for the training, right? So the first is by checking your training schedule, right? So right now, if you are in the class, um, you would notice that each for data analysis and data science, for web development, they all have that training schedule, right? So for data analysis and data science, especially right now, that's what I'm talking to right now, you can go ahead to always check your training schedule, right? Because your training schedule is going to contain those important information that you are meant to have. So quickly, let me just go ahead to show you an example. So if I go to my um training schedule for data analytics, data science right now, you can see that here we have the course, right? So this course can be either you're taking Python, SQL, you are going to see everything here, right? So this lesson is basically what you are going to be learning for the class, right? So for example, you can see on the first day onboarding, it was Enochs up tech class orientation. So that's what you're going to be learning in the class, right? So the date is 5th of May and the time is 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, and the mode is what? Live, right? And once it's live class, I'm sure you guys already know what live class is, and the class link is going to be dropped here, right? So what you can do is all your class updates is going to be dropped regularly in this Excel sheet. So do well to check it out regularly, right? Because um if you registered for the course, you should have access to this particular link. And where are you going to find all the links of your particular course in? If you go to your introductory class on YouTube, so if you go to YouTube and you go to your introductory class, so let me say for data science and data analysis now, if I come to this video right here and I scroll down and I click on more, you can see that here we have all the details that you need to know, right? So to get started with the course, right? All right. So you can see that, for example, here we have training schedule. This is your training schedule link right here. Your Microsoft Excel. This is the Microsoft Excel course outline here for you guys. I hope you guys are following me. Oh, you can't see my screen. Please kindly confirm if you can see my screen so I can proceed. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, very good. All right, so we can proceed. Okay, so basically, once it comes to SQL also, if you want to check your course outline, go ahead to click on this link. It's going to take you here. So you can see if I click on all this link, basically I'm going to get my Microsoft Excel course outline, my SQL course outline, my Power BI course outline, my Python course outline. Now, notice you won't be able to see this course outline if you do not register for data science and data analysis in your form that was filled, right? So for Python, if you don't register for web development, data analysis, and data science, you won't be able to see the Python course outline, right? But if you have any issue that you register for a course, and basically when you come to check for your course outline from this video and you don't have access to it, you can go ahead to send me a direct message and I'm going to go ahead to check it out and just add you quickly as far as you have filled that form. So that's why I said it's very important to fill that form when you were joining us, right? All right. Okay, so let's continue with our slide, right? So the next way to actually view regular updates is by checking your community group, right? So this is also a great way to check your updates because for this one, your training schedule contains everything you're going to be doing throughout that course itself, right? So for your community group, this is where your class link is going to be dropped daily, right? So whatever you are having daily is going to be dropped on your class group. So that's another way to get regular updates for your class. So the next one is YouTube notification, right? And this is also a great way to do like double factor authentication, right? What do I mean by this? Now, if you have, if for example, if you go to check your training schedule for that day, and for example, you also missed the WhatsApp message that was sent to you, right? Because some people, their WhatsApp messages are always a lot, right? So they might get to miss when the class link was dropped. The other way you can also get notified is by YouTube notification, but this works for only premier content and live class, right? So you can still go ahead to use that. Now, how do I use YouTube notification? Very simple. So for example, if I come here to my data analysis and data science, if you are also doing web development, go ahead to click on your introductory class. You have the link there. It's going to bring you to this sheet where you have your content for full stack web development. You can see that also is here, right? So now, how do I get notified via YouTube notification, right? So if you come to Enochs Hub and you are subscribed to this channel, right, automatically when you have to turn on your notification icon also, right? So once you subscribe, you see a bell icon that says turn on notification. Go ahead to turn it on. Now, why is that very important? It's very important because when any update is dropped on the channel, for example, now if I go to live, you would see that on the 5th of this month, sorry, on the 13th of this month, we are having introduction to Git and GitHub. Now, how did this come about? If I come to my data science and data analysis class, you would see that on the 5th, right? So 13th of May 2025, you can see. 13th of May, you can see 2025, we are having introduction to Git and GitHub. And you can see that that's what is showing here also, this line, right? So now, what you can do is you can go ahead to click on this notify me, right? So once you click on this notify me, you can see notification on. Once we start the class, right, YouTube is going to send you an a message that the class has started, right? So that's a very good way to also get um notified via YouTube notification. All right, so very good. So let's continue with our slides. I hope you are all following me. If you are following me and you get what I'm saying, please go ahead to give this video a thumbs up so I can continue. Okay, Kingsley, all right, very good. Fumi, all right. Jones, we are good to go. Okay, so Janet, you raised your hand. Do you have something to say? Okay, all right. So now let's continue with our slide. So how to get help, right? This one was basically discussed if you for Python introductory class, but also in case you come up that you need an help, maybe in a particular course that you are offering, what you can do is first is you can do a quick Google search, right? So basically, if you come up with an error, you can do a Google search. Then, if you are finding it difficult to actually see the solution to that particular answer that you are looking for, then what you can do is you can go ahead to drop your question on the community group, right? So what do I mean by this? Now, you've done a Google search. Maybe you tried installing an account, for example. You came up with an error. You did a Google search, but you can't find the error. Then what you can do is you can drop a screenshot of the error you're facing and type what you are facing currently. So for example, you can send a screenshot that, okay, hello everyone. I tried installing an account, but I'm getting this error, right? So what happens is, in your community group, you are going to receive answer from someone that has faced the error before, or once your facilitator sees that there's a question dropped on the group, um the person is going to go ahead to reply on how you can solve that quickly. All right, so the person is going to go ahead to reply on how you can solve that quickly. That's a great way of getting help also, right? Next way of getting help also is by checking the YouTube comments, right? Now, what do I mean by this? Some particular course videos, right? They are going to be like issues when you are installing, or basically sometimes you come up with a bug when you are running your code, right? So you can also get help from the YouTube comments. That's why I told you guys to make use of the YouTube comments very well, because on the YouTube comment section, you can go ahead to write the time where you face that problem in that video, right? So once our Enochs Up team sees that notification, they are going to reply on how you can solve that. Since the link to that video is there, and you also drop the timestamp, right? So for example, if you are facing an error when the facilitator was explaining something around maybe 10 column 30 seconds, right? So you're going to drop it here in your comment and says, okay, I was facing this error when I got here. Please, how can I go about this, right? So once any other person sees your comments, or once the facilitator or the Enoch sub team sees that comment, they are going to go ahead to reply to you quickly, right? So now, please try these 3 ways first. If you come into an error, then the last option that you can do is also messaging your facilitator, right? Direct message to your facilitator, right? While this is while this is a very, very great option, I would say this is the option you should try last, right? Why? Now, most of your facilitators are always busy working, right? So they only come ahead to reply your messages when they are online, right? And basically, Enoch Up team is going to always reply to community messages as fast as possible, right? So if you drop message on the community, it's going to be replied faster than YouTube comments, right? So Google search is going to actually reply you faster than the community group, and the community group is going to reply you faster than the YouTube comments, and the YouTube comment is going to be faster than, in a way, it's also the same with them DMing your facilitators, but it's always faster than DMing facilitators, right? Because that particular time when you send the message, the facilitator might be having another meeting, or might be holding another class, or might be working, I mean, completing tasks and all of that, right? So they might not really reply you on time, but they will surely reply you when they come online or when they are free. But that is the last option I would advise you to try. But you can always also give it out. And a great way for your facilitator to also reply you on time is by messaging them first down and telling them your name and where you are from, right? So that way, they're going to go ahead to save your number, and once they see your message that, okay, this person is from Enoch Sub, or is from Philomat family, or is from Tech Review World, they are going to go ahead to reply you ASAP, right? If they see it. But if they just see a random number dropping a message, this and this, they might not really want to reply on time because they don't know the person, right? So another great way to ensure that your facilitator replies you on time is by messaging them now and telling them to save your contacts and where you are from, right? So you can do that. You all know Tech with Evolved. You all know your facilitator for web development. Also, if you want to, I think Janet and Greatness, please, you guys can also go ahead to drop a message on the community platform so that students can go ahead to message you. All right. Okay. Very good. So these are the 4 ways of how you can get help when you run into any problem, right? So very good. So now it's time for questions. Do we have any question? I know you guys we're not going to waste much of your time today. So question, question, question. All right. So we are going to take just few questions. So it's first come, first serve quickly. Okay, so I can see that we have Oluwaseyi raised up his hand. Okay, Oluwaseyi, give me a minute. Let me see if we have other questions from anybody else again. If you have question, just go ahead to raise your hand, right? So in your meeting, you're going to see that there's an icon there that shows like hand raising of hand. So you can go ahead to raise your hand if you have any question. Okay. So Adeshina Oluwaseyi, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Hi, good evening.
Hello.
Adeshina, right?
Yeah, good evening.
Good
Please,
evening.
I want to ask, there's a link dropped on, the link is about, from the Excel document and the Google document. So I clicked on the both link. So when I clicked on it, it's referred me to Google. When it referred me to Google, so I had like, told me to like send request. So I sent request in yesterday, but I went back to check the stuff today. The request has not been accepted, so I don't know how to go about that.
Okay, Adeshina, what platform is it? Data analysis, data science, or web development?
Web development.
All right. So basically, why you might have that error is because either you registered late for the course, so because the the course outline and the training schedule was sent to everybody's email, right? I think for web development. Emily, am I right? Emily, are you there?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so the training schedule and the course outline was sent to everybody's email if you are doing
Yes,
web
you're right.
development. Okay, very good. Thank you, Emily. So it's possible you registered late for the course, right? So what is going to happen right now is please go ahead to send a direct message to me. So send a direct message to me.
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
so once I send a direct message to me, send me your email. Then I'm going to check the form if you are there.
Okay.
So once you are there, you'll be added to the course outline itself and the training schedule.
All right.
All right, very good.
All right.
Um,
So thank you.
all right, so you can go ahead to raise down your hand now. Put your hand down. All right, so next on my list is Samuel. Hi, Samuel. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can
All
you
right,
hear me too?
please go with your question.
Okay, so I wanted to confirm if, according to the timetable, after this week, we'll be going through, are we going to be going through by the timetable where we'll be having class on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays alone? Because you said in the introduction class that our class is going to be Monday to Friday. But on our timetable for web dev is just Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturday. Saturday is for interactions and every other assignment. So is that what is going to be after this week now? I mean, coming week. Yes, yes, I do. Yes, I get it now. It's because of that. It's because of that Python training you mentioned it in live. That's why I'm trying to confirm if um that will be available. Thanks for the clarity.
All right, you're welcome, Samuel. All right, so Samuel, you can go ahead to put your hand down now. So next on our list is going to be Adebimpe. Adebimpe, please go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Hi, Adebimpe. Good evening. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, and you?
Very well.
Please, I want to confirm if what I downloaded is actually right. I've tried downloading Anaconda today we had the class. So I want to confirm if it will come up in form of app on my system, or we'll have to log in through the search engine before and insert our email before we could access the Anaconda. I want to be sure what I did was right.
Okay, so for the Anaconda, if you watch the video on the course introduction where we covered how to install Anaconda, right? Basically, what you would see that all you have to do first is to go to that link that was attached to the slide. Then once you go to that link, right, you are going to submit your email. Then an email will be sent to you on how to install Anaconda, or it's going to install automatically, right? So once you install it, right, go to the particular part where it was installed, right? So some people, once they install an app, automatically it saves in the download, right? So once you go to your download, sorry, a quick one. I'm having a call right here. All right. So once you go to your download, just double click on that Anaconda icon, right? It's going to bring up a modal to give you the process on how to install it, right? So all you have to do is just to click next, next. And I said in the class that once you get to a part where it says add Anaconda to parts, check mark that icon, right? And click on install, and that's all, right? So once you are done installing it, close it and click on your Windows icon. If you are using Windows, or if you are using Mac, you can click on Command Space and search for Anaconda. Now, don't open that file that you downloaded again. You have to open the app itself, because once you download it and you've installed it, it's going to be showing it's going to be showing on the app, right? So what you can do is you can go ahead to um open the app that is currently on your system, not the one you downloaded, right? So from there, once you open it, you will see Jupyter Notebook. Click on it, and you're good to go. So in our upcoming classes, we're going to explore how to use Jupyter Notebook very well. All right,
Okay, thank you.
all right, they've been clear. So you can go ahead to raise your hand down now. Put your hand down. All right. So the last person here, okay, second to the last actually, before we go ahead to end this meeting, is going to be Samuel. Samuel, go ahead.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Hi, Samuel. Good evening.
Can
I
you
can
hear
hear
me?
you. Yeah.
Okay. I want to make how would I put it? I'm not asking a question. I want to just highlight on something that needs to be improved on, and it's the volume of your voice during the class. If one does not have earpiece, which I don't have for now, it's really I sometimes have to put my ear close to my speaker, and I will not be seeing my screen again. So you need to really work on the volume during the live classes. Ibigoni Samuel.
Oh, Samuel, thanks for that.
Samuel.
So, all right. So we're going to check from our end to see if we're going to test it multiple times before we start our live class, and also try to see if we can get headset or whatsoever to to have the test out of the course. All right. So thank you for that, Samuel. All right. So next question,
Okay.
next person here. Do you have another question? Okay.
No, I don't have another.
All right, very good. Thank you, Samuel. All right, so next question here is you guys are not coming up. We only have two people before now. Is that's turn to four or five. All right. So we're going to go ahead to answer you all. Don't worry. Um Kingsley, go ahead.
Hello, good evening.
Hi Kingsley. Good evening.
So, okay, actually, when I was installing the Anaconda app, we said we could click one box, but I ended up clicking, the two empty boxes. The other one is also sketch. I don't know something about sketch. So I hope there is no problem with that. When I was trying to install the Anaconda program, there was a box you said we should click to add. I don't know, I can't remember where. But I ended up clicking the two boxes, including the sketch, something related to sketch. I don't know. So I hope there's no problem with that.
So no, there's no problem with that. It's going to work fine. As far as you click that add anaconda to parts, then so basically the reason why I told you guys to click add anaconda to parts is kindly mute your mic. Okay, very good. All right. So the reason why I told you guys to add Anaconda to parts is so that if in case you want to launch Jupyter Notebook next time, instead of you opening Anaconda, which sometimes you guys will have seen that it takes some minutes to open, then after you're not going to click on Jupyter Notebook again. Then what you can do is once you open your command line, so quickly Windows CMD, open your command line, and you just type Jupyter Notebook, right? So once you type Jupyter Notebook, it's going to open Jupyter Notebook directly to your browser instead of you going to Anaconda first. So to confirm that if it works, you can try it out also. But we're going to explain everything during the class also. All right. So, Kisley, I hope I got to answer the question.
Yeah, thank you.
Raphael, are you there? Mm.
Good evening.
Hi, Raphael. Good evening.
Mm, yeah, sorry, I want to ask a question. Though the question is somehow, I just want to ask. Most of the classes we'll be doing and running the Python and everything, are we going to be using data? Because I noticed something that while downloading the Python, the Anaconda, and everything, the data is more consuming at my own end. So I just want to know most of the classes we'll be having, just for me to prepare my mind that okay, I'll have to get more data to for these classes. Do I need to get more data? I just want to know.
All right. Hi, Raphael. Nice question. So to be honest, it depends, right? The most time you are going to be consuming data is when you are doing the introductory class, right? Because during that introduction, you are going to get to install the apps that you need, right? But aside that, the only time you might need data again is maybe you want to download your course material that they use for that particular course, or maybe you want to update your end on the course material. You have to use internet connection, obviously, right? But once you're running your Python code, you don't need to, it does not requires internet connection, right? Once you are running your Excel, you don't need to be connected to the internet, except there is a particular task that you want to do that requires internet connection, which would not really take much compared to um how it took when you were doing your introductory class, because you have to, I mean, install and all of that, right? So let me throw the question to Greatness. Greatness, are you there? Okay, Greatness, are you there? Okay, if Greatness is not Janet, Janet, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so Janet, can you tell us, once we are working with Excel and Power BI, are we going to consume a lot of data?
No, you won't consume a lot of data. When you just, if so far you have Excel, you have Microsoft Excel, you download the app, or you won't just download Microsoft, you good to go. And Power BI too. I am pretty sure most of us don't have it. So the only thing you need data for is just to download it and yes, to watch the videos. And the data set we use, I think the max, the one that has the highest should be about 3 MB. So for my end, not using a lot of.
So Raphael, are you there?
Yes,
Are we good
yes,
to go?
thank you. Yeah.
All right. So next, we have a few minutes left before our meeting ends. So next, Mary Jane. Mary Jane, kindly go ahead to ask a question. All right. If Mary Jane is not active, let's maybe we'll come back to her. But let's go ahead to Alfred quickly. So I want us to answer everyone's question before we end this meeting. Alfred, are you there?
Good evening, sir. Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Alfred. Please go
Okay,
ahead.
this is I'm asking this question, so it won't happen again when we are having our next class. So this is because for our last class during the Python setup and the installation, I was having my challenges there was if I put on my earpiece, I will not hear anything, and if I remove it, it won't be loud like the voice, both from my system and on the phone. I was having the same challenges.
Okay, that is pretty strange to me. So if you put in your earpiece and you're not getting anything, so basically that means it's not from our end, right? Um, so let me make sure. I think my camera went off. Okay. So so if you are having um challenges that when you put in your earpiece you can't really hear, um you have the same issue with
I
pipe.
don't know if any other person had the
Yeah,
same issue.
someone is saying that from Kingsley. Kingsley is saying he has the same question, the same ish. But to be honest, I'm just hearing it for the first time actually. So what can happen is maybe you should try another earpiece or try another headset, for example, to see if the error persists, right? Because obviously if you're having error like that, then it's not from our end, right? So you can actually try to okay, so you can actually try to see if it's coming from okay. So you can actually see if it's going to work out, right? So you can try out using what's happening. All right, so you can see if the error is going to be from your end, right? So you can try out another. Let me just change camera to webcam. Okay. So
All right, thank you, sir.
all right. So if the error still persists, then I don't know. I don't know. All right, but just make sure to try out another headset to see if it works fine, or maybe a speaker if possible. For Amid was he's saying for starters, check your settings on YouTube. The audio parts. Okay, you can see that Amid is suggesting this. You guys can go ahead to try it out. Um, okay. Good evening, everyone. Akitune, good evening. You came late. All right, so let's see who do we have next on our list. Quickly, let me see. Mary Jane, are you active now? Mary Jane. Okay, if Mary Jane is not there, let's go ahead to Amid.
Good evening, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Amid. Good evening.
Actually, just I'm at work.
Do you have any question? Okay, if you have question, I know you can't really speak. You can type your question in the chat. I'm going to check it out. But
Okay, can you
if
hear
you
me
know
now?
you can't speak, just put your hand down, then drop your question in the chat. I'm going to reply. We have a few minutes left. But if you know you can speak, keep your hands up. I'm going to call you next. All right. So go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So good evening.
Good evening.
So when I downloaded the Anaconda navigator, the app, and I opened it, where I'll see different IDs and all. So I saw something like Connect. Yeah, I saw Connect. I want to ask, should I like sign in? Am I meant to sign in for to an account or something? Or I should just leave it like that?
All right, so it depends. If you notice, I explained this very well during the introductory class that if you have account with an Anaconda, you want to sign in your data, you can just go ahead to connect, right? But basically, just follow everything that we did in that particular course. If you are required to do any more steps, we are going to also talk about it, right? So for now, just don't connect, just wait till our next class.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right, Ahmed, you're welcome. So let's go ahead to Adekunle.
All right. Thank you, sir. Um, I have something similar to that of the person who spoke before Mary Jane and this last person too. But my own is not actually earpiece. But I think the voice of the speaker is not actually loud. It's somehow difficult for me to actually hear what you're what you're actually saying during the installation. So I don't know, probably maybe it's network, why the live stream was going on, something like that. And I didn't know maybe, but I was checking it later after the live streaming, and it's quite difficult for me to actually really hear the sound. So that's my first observation of the question. So probably maybe next time, maybe you can help us to look into that so that by the time that we are taking the class again, maybe when we are not around, so we can hear very well. All right. So then my second question is, I don't know, maybe it has been answered, but I think it has already been a bit explained during the introduction to data analysis because I watched it. It's about the data science and the data analytics. I want to ask, is it possible for me to join the two class, the two classes, or I can only pick one, or or are we starting from data analytics to data science and so on and so forth, or is it a different class entirely? So that's my question, sir.
Platform are you joining us from? Is it Enochs or Philoma's family?
From Enochs up.
Okay. So from Enochs Hub, actually you have to pick one within either data analysis or data science, right? If you pick data science, you will still go through the course on in which data analysis class is actually going for, right? So data analysis, you have to learn Python, Excel, Power BI, SQL for the first 3 months, right? So for that first 3 months, if you are if you are in data science, right, and we can see that you guys are active and you guys participate very well in the class, then we'll go ahead to learn more about machine learning, about how to build machine learning models, how to build AI models also, right, using neural networks and all of that, right? So, but for the first 3 months, it's going to be a joint class together with data analysis. We spoke about this also in our previous class, right? So I hope I got to answer your question. Amit, kindly put your hand down now.
All right, so thank you. I think I actually like that. All
All
right,
right.
thank you.
So are you in analysis or data science?
Because of what was said in the group, so I had to remove myself from the data analysis then just
Then data
to
science.
be alone in data science.
All right. So um before we end this meeting, I'm going to say the community that's been active most. So do well to stay tuned also, right? And
All right,
please,
sir.
once a class link is dropped, and once any update is dropped on the group, at least if you don't want to reply, just do well to react so that the facilitators can know that you guys are following up. All right. Please, and I'm
Okay, sir.
talking to everyone here, not only Amit. So please and please do well to react. And by the end of this class, we're going to say the community that is best active. All right, just a reaction button is okay, right? You don't need to reply to the messages, only if you have one. All right. So, Mary Jane, go ahead. All right, Chukwemeka, are you there? Mary Jane, go ahead. Chukwemeka, if you're there, to go ahead. The audio was still the same after the live video, really? All right, since Chukwemeka and Mary Jane is not active, Adekunle, quickly, go ahead.
All right. Yeah, sorry, sir. I wanted to ask that before. Yeah, on the Anaconda installation, presently I already have a Jupyter notebook installed. I think I downloaded Python on my, because I think from one YouTube video that I watched like that, someone was giving a kind of advice that if the RAM of your laptop is not up to 8 gig, that it's actually preferable that you download Python, then you download Jupyter Notebook, then you run it through your command prompt. So I don't know, because I'm using a laptop of 4 gig RAM. Do I still need to download Anaconda, or the way I'm already, I mean, using it, or the way I already have it, maybe just to run Jupyter Notebook from my command prompt? Can I continue with that, or do I need to download
All right,
Anaconda? Can Anaconda run effectively on the 4 gig RAM laptop?
all right, I
So
get your
that's my
question.
question, sir.
So, to be honest, during the introductory class, I mentioned this also, that if you have any other tool or plus ID you are using, you can go ahead with it if you understand what you are doing, right? But to be honest, I would say you don't need to install Anaconda again. You can continue using Jupyter Notebook, right? But you can also install Anaconda if you want to just follow up with what we are doing exactly in the class. All right. So, that's why I dropped the link off. So go ahead to that course introductory class on YouTube and click on and just go find course introduction. On the link, on the description link, you see, should you install Anaconda or Miniconda, right? So if you have a system that does not really have space, I'll advise you to install Miniconda. Watch that video. It's going to tell you the major difference between Miniconda and Anaconda, right? And you guys, and you'll be good to go. If you have any other question, do well to reach out to me also. So quickly, Amit, Akobi, quickly, let me have a question because we have just 2 minutes left.
Now, yes, sir. For us that are doing web development, full stack development, you asked us to join the data analysis and data science class, or is it one of them we should join for the Python classes?
So for that, just we are going to be taking just Python classes only, just Python classes, and the link will be sent to you on the group. All right.
So we don't need to join the data science and data analysis
No, you don't
class.
need to join it. If you join it and you are caught by the team, they will remove you from all the groups. So be careful, don't do that.
Okay, sir. All right, sir.
All right.
Because I
So
already joined already when you asked us to join the classes. Because you said something like that, that we join the classes after you asked us which one are we going for.
okay, so I dropped
So
an
I
update
guess
that
I'll
the
leave
link will
them.
be sent, right? So to mention, the most active group that has been really active during this first week is Philomath family. So Philomath family, go ahead to drop a chat with you guys. You guys are really doing amazing. Enochs up, you guys will really need to upgrade on the way you guys are communicating on the group. But Philomath family, kudos to you guys. You guys are really doing well. Next week I'll announce the top group that is also active. So bye guys.